And screw it. We're already ready. Why wait another 2 minutes? And welcome back. Yeah, just couldn't be bothered waiting 2.5 minutes to have everything come together. Just needing, while I'm here, we need to add in an additional audio form here. Okay, so I need to change this to duo chat and multi-track. I believe it is this. No, it seems not. All right. Sorry, still working all of this out. Communications system. Nope. Nope. Okay. Nope, still not coming through. Okay. Nope, not through there. Not through there. Okay, we are just going to have to quickly, while I'm doing this, hold on. Let's switch this around. We'll just throw it to here. Apologies for the mix-up. Still trying to get a lot of this, in a sense, weirdly working. So I'm going to put the sound to there. And it should, when we select this, should be coming through on there. And it's not. Technical difficulties. Always great first thing in the first thing as soon as you're playing something. Okay. But mama didn't raise no quitter. So, all right, let's change. Put device to there. Right. So now it's coming through there. And now I cannot hear it. All right. So it is through and it is apparently into the game, but I do not have. Oh, I can hear it through here now, but it will come through on one of the other channels as well. Damn it. Okay. So what do we do there? This is live audio fixing as we go. So this is now if we put this through on its output devices, no 4KX. No, it should be the 4K Pro. Hold on. Oh, and we've got Turtles in the chat. Welcome, good sir. Just trying to work out how I can actually hear the game audio. Because it should be coming through. It does not like this. It really does not like this. Because normally it would just be a straight capture. There's, oh, yes. Well, actually, I'm using Meld, which I've found to be a really good It's a really, really simple, because I'm terrible with OBS. Um, so there's that. But it's proved to be a really good application to use. Just on the odd occasion, it ends up being weird in and of itself. So let's just try this. We might do the old workaround, which is that we create. All right, we go into there. It's going through there. Input is correct. So we want this. Okay. We have to go to the dreaded control panel. All right. Now I'm remembering back to very specific elements of my own audio skill that I have. And damn it, I cannot place it into its own package. Damn it. All right. So what we might have to do is go here and then no, it doesn't allow us to do it there either. Okay. So we are just going to have to change this around. We'll need to go to here or here. It's still not there. All right. Okay, so we go to... Okay, and now it's back in my headphones. And we'll see if we can double it through there. Nope, it seems not. We're going to create a feedback loop. Oh, now that... You know what? I would not be surprised if that were the case. So let's give this a shot, because the idea here is that wanted to will this actually come through on here? Nope. Damn, still no audio. All right, so let's try a few more points here. Nope, will not allow that, and it did not allow that. Okay. Because normally, yes, that... Oh, wait. I am doubling myself. I misspell relevant on the YouTube when creating the account or just on the UI? I more than likely misspelt it. I will admit I'm not fantastic at spelling, even at the best points for me. All right. So the easiest way around this, I think, is that I can try the output devices and see if I can... Damn it. No, I'm not able to. All right. So the original plan was that we were going to be playing this on the PC tonight. But it seems that the PC version is deciding to fuck with me. So instead, I am shutting down that PC. I have my my Elite controller here that is specifically for the PC. And I'm putting that off to the side. And what should happen here is I switch my lights back on and we boot up the amazing Series X. Oh, my Cortana skin mods. Oh, you know me. Absolutely. Horny for the blue girls. So if this monitor will, okay, let's swap it over. Normally, like, here is one thing. The thing that annoys me most about the new monitors these days is that they don't do sensing as well as they used to. So, and I typed my code incorrectly. Fantastic. All right. So let's bring it back here. The amazing thing being is that I switched this on and that off, and I'm back in my standard setting. Or over here, switch that one off and into the standard setting. Someday I will actually have this as a proper professional setup, but today is not that day. So in a surprising turn of events, yes, I ended up oh, okay. We have to do the re-kick in. All right, so we'll kill that. And just a quick check. There we go. All right, so it has been one hell of weekend. And excuse me quickly while I check something, because for people who aren't part of the Xbox 2 Discord or anything else, I'm quickly going to check to see if it's listed yet. Because there will be a video that I'm coming up on. All right. So here, dropped in the chat is what I was talking about. The only Cortana skin mount now is to revert it to original purple Cortana. All right, there is already a Master Dix mod to pay CJ from GTA Iron Man. Oh yes, Qualified Wombat in the chat is my partner, and she's bringing up a point that I had it listed in here for what I was going to show everybody. I just need to check and be certain that it is actually in OneDrive so that I can grab it, because I really wanted to show everybody. Yeah, let's just upload that to Drive. So what had happened is they have less worms. Very true. Yes, the rumors are true. I'm full of worms. So for anybody who was kind of a bit thrown off last week when I said that there was something I was being a guest on a podcast, but things were kind of like here, there, everywhere. The quickest and easiest way to put it is that very nicely, I was invited on to be on Xbox 2+1 as a guest, and it was really fucking awesome. I cannot speak against the rumors that I am 3 brush-tailed possums and a trench coat. It's very likely, and considering my occasionally rabid behavior, it's probably closer to the truth. Um, I was I was a guest on the Xbox 2+1 as a guest. Sat down with Jez. We'd basically organised here, there, and everywhere to try and pull things together. Unfortunately, we just had so much stuff coming up. Busy not just for Jez but for myself. It was a tough thing to try and organize, but we finally got there. So it's it like honestly just it it's a bit weird to be like I don't know. I'm more worried Jez is going to watch this later at some point and he's going to see this and kind of be like, no, it's all good. It is a very different thing to chat with someone and be friends and you know, back and forth, talk on topics and bits and pieces. But it's a very different thing to sit down and chat with someone when you have been so far away from content creation for so long. And to actually then sit down and chat with them on equal footing when you feel that you do not have you don't have the history, you don't have the equity, and somebody else is going, no, I like what you're saying, I like what you do, let's sit down and chat. It is very humbling. Me humble? Never. It is very humbling to kind of sit down and chat on something like that and have consideration for yourself. So just before we get into Halo, like I'm gonna start it. Don't worry, we are going to do this. However, just before we do, I'm going to pause before the flood starts swarming me as they did before. And we're just going to drop over to here and let's bring this up. All right. So I'm doing this live, so it may not work well.
Hey, what's up? No, you cannot have my toes.
So this little guy here,
I know.
this little possum is what we refer to as Donk in our house. And he is...
You cannot have my toes.
Oh, I cannot hear it.
My toes are
I don't know if it's being way too loud. But he kept going for my toes.
Oh my God, you seriously want to
like,
eat?
Look at him. He's just happiest little guy. But he just kept walking towards me. Now,
human flesh, don't you?
Like, well, for some reason, it was definitely playfully. It was definitely playfully. But you look at him now. 2 nights earlier, he had walked under the table, under my chair, walked up to my my Achilles, like my ankle, from behind, and then proceeded to just, like, if my foot's there, he's just gone, and just put his teeth on it. So it made it a little weird because it's like maybe he's got a taste for human flesh, but Qualified Wombat actually pointed out maybe he's just got a foot fetish. And that worries me more, that Australia has started to not only breed or have native wildlife that could be accustomed to the taste of human flesh, but that they could actually have fetishes that specific. That worries me. And I think Tumblr's, auto mod. No, we will allow that. Yeah, don't worry, Suplordo. I am working on the auto mod, but as you can see, this is an Australian brushtail possum, and it's the cutest little thing. Absolute cutest little thing. Saw that in an Adam Horror documentary. Here in the jungle, the possums are known for rubbing one out on people's feet. So that was last night. I was considering streaming last night, but I decided against it just to kind of chill and take it easy. But this little guy just popped in. Oh yeah, thanks. Clip that. So we'll pull that down, and okay. So what we will be doing though, we will be getting back into this. I have my celebratory coda with me, so we do have. First thing we need to do, the treats. There we go. And for some reason, the collie isn't around. Piper? Nope. No Piper. This, yeah, got to pay the treat tax. I don't know where she is. We'll leave those kibbles for her for later. So, in all fairness, I got up to 42 deaths last time we were playing. So I am boosting this all the way back up to where it should be, because unfortunately it zeroes out. We were here. We were at 42 deaths, and I will that reminds me of a song when you say snack tax. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. All right. I will pull these down just in case, because what's up?
The cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules, and the facts are the facts. And when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax. The cheese tax.
Okay, that is fucking fantastic. At some point, I will have it work better that anything that I pull up like that can actually be thrown into. I will have that working for next time we stream. That is brilliant, Suppleauto. Thank you for that. All right. Oh God, the hunters. That's right. I completely forgot. We've got hunters incoming. Oh, and dead. Okay. So we're back into it. 43 deaths. Okay, so let's see if we can instead... I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with this. Nope. Oh my God, this is going to be so fucking tough. I'd almost forgotten that we'd ended up at this point. Okay, we got a grenade, and we got another. Okay, the hunters aren't coming, or it doesn't seem like they're coming. But we've got invisible boys. Jesus. Okay, where did they go? Where did they go? Oh God. Nope. All weapons out of ammo. This is not a fucking fantastic place to be. Okay. Don't worry. We got this. We got this. Okay. We don't got this because the invisible dude finally decided to rock up. Jesus. If I had been better planned or organized, I would have had a second to kind of come here and help me with this. Oh, we got two invisible boys doing it. Okay. All right. So what can I do here? I need suggestions in the chat. How can I handle this? Probably with a little better capacity than I am currently showing. Wait, hold on. I think there was a pistol there. I think there was a pistol. Oh, okay. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? Oh, there was a shotgun there. Damn it. Okay, we got an assault rifle. This is at least a start. And the invisible dudes are dead. Okay. With the weapons you have against 2 tank forms, you had no other choice than to run. That's very true. Ooh, okay, we got a Magnum. Hopefully this will... Whoop. Okay. Fuck. Okay, I survived, but not for... That is true. Oh my god. We are gonna have to... Let's just...
Prepare yourself for righteous battle.
Prepare myself for righteous battle. Okay. I'm instead gonna be a fucking pussy. And I'm just gonna try my best to survive. I doubt that that is going to do greatly for me. But, you know what? I'm with it. At least give it a shot. And let's see if we can take out as many of them as... Oh, we got some more ammo. Yes. And, actually, I do have a question for the chat whenever chat chooses to interject. Was thinking about the best. Oh my god, Yahtzee, really? He's been quiet for most of the afternoon, and then of course as soon as I start streaming, he needs to interject. The opening sequences to movies that are deceptively amazing. Because somebody reminded me of the opening sequence to Constantine. That oh, there's the Magnum. Oh, fantastic. All right. Okay, there we go. One down. Whoop. Oof. Those boys are getting hard to... I'm just stuck in this little corner. It's going to probably take me... Probably going to take me 20 minutes to just get out of the corner. Constantine. The Keanu Reeves film. It has a deceptively slow but very well built up sequence at the beginning where you have him basically doing the first exorcism that you see, where it kind of sets the pace and tone for the rest of the film in this really surprising but really well built out manner. That it sets everything at a pace that you go, oh, okay, shit, serious. Hold on. Hello. You have decided to join us. This is Yahtzee. All right, there we go, bud. Yes, Yahtzee is old. I think he is he's as old as qualified wombat tonight. 18 years. He's 18 years old, and he is as he is honestly as... Oh, Jesus. How did you get that close? He is as over the top a cat that you've ever met, because he just... Oh my god. Stop. Leave me alone. Where is this person who's shooting at me? Oh. Okay. We have no shotgun, and we have no... we have no shotgun, no nothing, and there's... See, deceptively... always in the water is where your grenades and other weapons end up. The little... Oh, yeah, I have to admit, I really think it was that change that we did in accessibility. Not that. No, sorry, not accessibility. Gameplay, that was it. Visible motion tracker lower left. That's right. Or was it upper right? Yeah, that's the Halo 3 one. So, and that's right, we changed it to this. Lower left is the original Halo trilogy. That's what I was looking for. Thank you very much, Lordo. Oh. Oh. Oh, thank fucking God. Never actually... Huh. The Needler isn't too bad against the flood infection forms. Better than I thought. The sheer amount of the little buggers here is kind of annoying. Okay. So, I suppose if we're going to do anything, we've got to go with the sword next. Alright. I'm also remembering, like, I asked a friend of mine what he remembers of this section, because I was like, I cannot, like, I'm finding it difficult to get through this section of the game. Like, what do you remember about it? What could you recommend to me? And he was like, oh God, it's been so long since, I do not remember. Jesus. Okay, we got that boy, and yes, okay. So we got a Magnum, and hopefully, was that guy have a fucking rocket launcher? Oh, jeez. I'm starting to realize more often how close I come to death, but just avoid it through sword or shotgun. It's hard to say no to a shotgun, even if there's not as much ammo. When the PTSD just hits, yeah, it does. Like, I think it's little orange kind of flare outs that you see those and you're just like, ooh, like I know that
Power source detected. There's the gravity lift. Still operational.
Shit, that's right. It's the it's basically that we have to do a full
His vitals are fading.
fight all
Please,
the way up
Chief,
there.
hurry.
Oh God. And we got to 10 your swordigans. Oh Jesus. I was not prepared well for this. Jesus. Okay. Alright. Okay. Just chill. Surprisingly, a friend of mine was playing through this, and he's done the legendary run, everything, and another death on the counter. And he was like, no, it's like he was saying that surprisingly the legendary run he found really easy. It's like, was it easy because
Power
you've
source
done it
detected.
before?
There's the gravity lift. Still
Yes.
operational.
Okay.
That's our way back in.
See, thank you, Lordo. Like you're standing behind me.
The
I've
captain,
got this.
His vitals
We
are
think.
fading. Please, Chief, hurry.
All right. So let's thin out some of the plasmas and get some of these blood forms so that they don't come up and like punch me in the butt. Oh, Jesus. Those boys. Those boys are just... Alright. Okay, get it out of your system. But yeah, he ended up watching this stream from last week on VOD and was just amazed at how much I was like panicking and running through things and surviving it. He was just like, come on, you played better than this. I'm like, no, I have not. I have not played it in so long that like working out. I actually haven't played Reach since the 360. I've got the achievements for playing Reach, but I checked the Master Chief Collection like playthrough listing that shows which levels you've played and what difficulty you've played them through on. And yeah, I actually haven't finished Halo Reach from the Master Chief Collection. I think I did the first 5 levels in Heroic. The first 2 levels in Heroic Solo, then Heroic Co-op for the other levels, but never actually finished it. So I'm kind of shocked and gone, oh wow, I haven't done it. So I need to get my ass in there, and that might be another challenge. That was a fantastic shot. Totally on purpose. Whoop. Okay. Let's see, we got these boys over here. Hopefully they've got up. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Don't worry, we got this. I believe. It depends on where we can find some more shotgun ammo, if there is more available to us. And I think if we melee the forms, it will stop them from being reinfected. I think that's how it works. Or it did in Halo 3 from memory. I'm gonna struggle pushing up without shotgun ammo. Ooh, okay. So if I do find some, I'm definitely gonna need to kind of hold on to it. Damn. All right. Well, I'm sure that we've got some grenades here. Maybe we might be able to start a chain reaction. Okay, and that boy. Oh, right behind. Infinitely spawned here, not just a lot of waves. All right. Okay.
Power source detected.
Then
there's the gravity lift. It's still
we scream Valhalla,
That's our
and we
way
try
out.
to push the way through. So,
The
right
captain,
button.
His
Let's do
vitals are
this.
fading. Please, Chief, hurry.
Nope. I'm gonna keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing.
Power
But we
source
should be.
detected.
I'm
There's
just
the
thinking
gravity
about it. You
lift.
should be
Still
able to
operational.
just
That's
nip
our way
past
back
it.
in.
All right,
Captain,
and we
his
do
vitals
that,
are fading. Please, Chief, hurry.
and we do that, and oof. Okay. So now should be able to. Okay. Oh my
We
God.
should be able to get into the ship's control room from here.
Oh Lordo, you're a legend. And not a machine gun in sight. Which door are you opening? Well, at least I know this time that there's no hunters that are just waiting around the corner.
The
Although
Covenant
knowing
battle
my
net is a
likelihood.
mess. I can't access the
The
ship's
ranks of the
schematics.
elites. I'm
My
not certain what their
records
names are.
indicate
I know
that
that
shuttle bay
there's,
should
you know,
be
standard blue elites,
here.
red elites. Then there's the dark blue headdress. Then there's the silver headdress. And I can't remember where the sword elites fit in that structure. Yeah, like this dude. Because I think it's based around their armor, isn't it? Like the particular sizing of, or the shape on their headdress is what determines their rank. But I can't remember if it was the color was also part of that. You know, if I was better at my Halo lore. Okay, boys. Okay. It's like dealing with the possum. Oh, how dare you? Alright, screw it. Screw it, we push forward.
Look, in the corners. The Flood are gathering bodies here.
See, I love the touches. But like it's a little bit more creepy and a little bit more over the top compared to Halo CE. Because for that, it had a it was just like a couple of like simple bodies kind of listed there. But now it's oh. Jesus. The wide elites are ultras. Ultras and above should be considered high priority targets. They're more aggressive and hurt like trucks. Ramp up on legendary. There's usually 5 to... Oh my god. You're shitting me. 5 to 7 of the... Ooh. We got a good amount of pistol ammo. So let's see if we can thin some out. Because from memory, we do go down there. And any other boys? Let's just try that. That's right. They're just going to reinfect the bodies. And I can't pop them from here. Alright. Once 2 shots take them down, other weapons take a while and everything will wear you down. That is true. Okay.
I must hold on.
See, I love that touch. The in the book, I remember the way Eric Nyland wrote the Flood taking over Captain Keyes' mind was done in this really interesting manner, where it was him holding on to specifics and details while trying to hold on to his knowledge and keep everything about Earth secret, so that it could so that they couldn't pull that knowledge, because it was not just the Covenant. It was like, well, these things would be a danger to Earth if they knew that there was humans or whatever they're doing, that could be an even bigger risk. Like, I love that as a touch was done. And then, Jesus, okay, come on, boys. Although, I will say again, these guys actually feeling like they're an eponymous Flood, that they just keep coming. It just has this... It has this element that makes it feel more dangerous as well, because for each step you take, it's almost, alright, each enemy you destroy then has the potential risk of one of these little infection forms catching in one of the bodies. Alright. Thank you for your SMG. I will greatly appreciate that. The more I read into the game, the more I both love and hate it. I'm guessing you're referring to the information that's come out recently about the offside studio. I think it was Ascension, that is listed as a special thanks in the credits, but that were found to not actually be the development team. Because I will admit that is an interesting element that comes out from, or that has come out from the development of the game, from Revs Gaming. And I'm like, the man knows what he knows, and he's reported on what he has. I don't know his reporting structure, but as somebody who seems to have his connections, he definitely dives in there and goes deep on each of the topics. But to a degree, there's a strange element where if you want to report on something, you can do great reporting, but you always have to remove yourself just that little bit from what's occurring to be able to make sure that you can report on something fairly. I'm not certain, but I will say the man has very good, clear, concise reporting, and was very particular in how he was discussing everything that occurred. It is, however, like, the one thing that doesn't seem to have been looked into it or discussed is that he spoke about the discussion of that the studio was taken off the game and people were swarms to development. That generally means that the studio was not doing their job. Now, it's not just of what 343 is doing at any one moment. Yes, it is their job. Yes, actually, Lordo, it'd be brilliant if you could specify more on what specifically you're referring to. I'll keep talking on the reporting that I saw. But if there's a particular about what you've found kind of frustrating or annoying to hear about or that you love and hate about hearing about the game. But I know oh Jesus, and there's another death. The kind of the tough part for any, like, I will say for any development that I've seen, is that you can have some brilliant studio people, like great people, and work with them, and they're doing a good job. But then if you're not hitting deliverables, it ends up being this tough point of going, at the first sign of something going wrong, to just take somebody, to take somebody off a project just because they're a few weeks behind is not entirely fair. But then you also have to trust and give people the opportunity to do their job. And that's a really hard balance to kind of keep to, because video game production is not...
19912 JK.
Ooh. Huh. Actually, do I have my copy of no, I don't have my copy of The Flood to hand. I'd actually wonder whether that is a reference from the book. Whoop. Okay. Let's let shields reform a little bit. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that dude just came up and decided to deck me in the face. Fair call to him. All right, design choices. Having gone over some of the smaller details in the bonus missions, I became a lot more frustrated. They're painfully mediocre. Without going into details of spoilers, they could have done tweaks to the story and it would have been way better. Yeah, actually, a friend has kind of said that a similar notion about some of the elements they found with the bonus missions. They're like, oh, you know, they could have gone this route or maybe this way instead, and it would have been a better way to kind of have the mission play out, but also to give a little bit more context to everything without it being so built around, you know, this is our interpretation of what happened, because there is such a specified line of questioning and dialogue and everything that happened in those original books. And speaking about the mission they were meant to go on, which is before the events of Halo 1. Oh, there you are. Oh, got you. Yes. Okay. You're blue, but you're painful. Okay. Bum rush worked. Yes. Still not yet. That's what I'm hoping. Tonight is the night I finish this game. I hope. I have actually put aside across the point. There's like, I'm running till 9:30 tonight, unless we get it done quicker. I'm pushing through to the end of this game. I'd actually even
Looks like another shuttle bay.
called in a friend to basically be like, do you want to come and hang out and help me if things go terribly? But at the same time, like, I'd have to dial in not just the Discord settings, but the come on, yes. Oh my god, is this another infinite spawning room? Oh, nope. It must be. Damn it. Oh. Oh my god. These guys. I'm betting this is another infinite spawning room, isn't it? They're just gonna keep coming out of here until I am dead. Probably, yeah, meant to just run past them. Fuck you. I will not move. Oh, I would not be surprised if it is, yeah, if everybody's, like, it's now just... Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, now the real question is, will you let me take this? Yes. Ah. Oh, fuck. Okay, now I see why. How do you like it? You spent fucking days fucking with me. How do you like it? Okay, he doesn't like it that much. Oh, but his friend does. No, if you could just stay down there. Oh my god, that is the quickest hunter kill I've done of a pair. Ah, there is mercy in this world. There is mercy. And it comes right in the toughest mission. Okay, and we've got enough ammo. Alright. My feeling of what going on in that mission is an example. They did it to show how the Covenant Flood conflict went out of hand. It definitely feels like that. It does drive that point because it just feels overwhelming. I think that's kind of like a, oh, wait, I've gone completely the wrong way. Well, I finally cleared him, yep. And I've also gone the wrong way. So instead, I should be following where Cortana keeps telling me to go.
I can hear their whispers.
Ooh, okay.
They're relentless. But so am I.
Ooh, wait, hold on. We're gonna need another weapon. Let's see how this goes. I can hear boys fighting. Hey, thank you. I do like that the overcharged plasma pistol does just fry the flood forms, because you think that considering it can blast an energy shield apart, it should have that much oomph on it. But at the same, I don't know. Oh, yep. I will admit, I do love my assault rifle. It's the good all-rounder. Although, going back and just jumping into Halo CE on the Xbox OG, it is surprising how need to blast them apart. Oh, and they've now infected other forms, haven't they? Nope, I can just... Alright, let's bust that open. They got nothing. Hey, wait. They're hunting down bodies now. Fucking cheeky buggers. Okay, I will admit, when people told me that it was Flood AI from Halo 3, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But it's surprising to see how quickly it all comes together, and you start realizing, yeah, these guys are just a little bit smarter than I remember. But they're not over the top. It's just that deceptive element that makes you kind of, oh wait, because when you consider when the flood ship lands in Halo 3, they're perfect, because they're just launching themselves one over another over another. Perfect. Wait. Did he actually suffer from fall damage? No, he didn't. How dare. Think, or not having a shotgun here is going to get painful. Okay. I've got a rocket launcher though. Oh.
The demon is
Oh.
dead.
The Halo, the original Flood AI from CE was, yes, it was fantastic, because it was just that obsessive little it was relentless, because it was never about what you were doing or how you wanted to play. It just kept pushing you.
The control room should be this way.
All right. We are just going to shoot first and then continue shooting. Hey, we got a Bubby Kai. Sir, have you finished your Halo, have you finished your run of Legendary? Need to know. Because I remember you saying that you were still working through the Legendary run.
I can feel them.
Oh, and have you gotten to play the
My mind.
Hey guys. You finished it the other day. Excellent work, sir. Fantastic work. Whoops. Okay, that was not my best time to reload. Wait, that motherfucker fell apart. It was made of pate. My day is going reasonably well. Surprisingly enough, it was had work and everything else I needed to do, but it is a public holiday here in the region of Queensland where I live. But surprisingly, I was expecting customers to be lining us up with a whole lot of work, but they kept rather quiet throughout the day, so there wasn't a need for me to be hanging around. Oh my god. Those boys and their ability to just run up in your face. Okay. Now, think back here. We had a shotgun. There was a shotgun here somewhere. Well, it's probably in this room where everybody's going nuts. Oh, they managed to get that sneaky grenade. The sneaky grenade around the corner. I will agree, Sublordo, like for shocking element, it is how it's surprising to see how much Halo didn't just revolutionize, but it also, in a sense, set a standard that has then been hard for anybody to really replicate, but not in a you can't improve upon perfection. You definitely can. Like Halo 2 and Halo 3, I think, definitely gave again, I haven't seen any of these cinematics. This is great.
Chief,
How do we free him?
it's not him. Not anymore. The captain, he's one of them. We can't let the Flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect. What he'd want us to do.
See, I agree with you, Lordo, that it's Chief having a moment of panic or worry there is in a sense that while you can remain in control, it's a case of going, if it was he was in front of an enemy that he knew how to deal with,
I have the code, we should go.
that he would be able to, he would know what to do in a moment like that. But with the flood, it's okay. How do I free him? How do I get him out of this situation?
Alert! I'm detecting multiple Covenant and flood groups approaching the bridge.
Oh, this is gonna be fucked. This is what it's gonna be. Oh my god, we got boys rolling in. Now I can understand why you said I would need oh Jesus, we got a single sword again in there as well. But the idea of Chief panicking is a fair enough point.
Alert,
like it doesn't seem
multiple Covenant
normal
and
for
flood
him.
groups approaching the bridge.
But it's the idea of what do you do when you're facing an enemy that you don't know how to fight, how to defeat, how to handle. And there's an element of requirement upon you about what you do in that situation, where he usually in this scene he had measured himself in the book. Yeah, I suppose, but even then,
Alert!
like,
I'm detecting
I suppose
multiple
placing
Covenant
it,
and flood groups approaching the bridge.
like you could almost have it be, you know, the element of panic isn't where he, like the panic that he dealt with, or at least to a degree the way they played it, I think worked. It could have been done better, yes. But I like that Cortana is used as the kind of steady hands there in that moment. That instead of it being him just stoically, oh well, need to do this, you know, for king and country and master and everything else. And it's a turtle's back. But having Cortana kind of like bring him down to earth by going, you know what he'd expect, what he'd want us to do. That in that small moment, unfortunately, he may not get to the cake.
Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
He may not be up for some cake, Turtles. That's all I'll say. He might find it a bit difficult to find his mouth, or many other things about himself. Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. This is a little spicy than I was expecting. Whoop. Okay. No. It's all cool. You guys just chill. And I'll deal with you in a moment. Wait. They weren't expecting me to head down here. Can I do the old skip a bit of content by jumping down and through?
Perfect.
Nope.
Grab one of the banshees and we'll use it to return to the Pillar of Autumn.
Oh, that's right. We've got the banshee that's over there. Oh, can I? Oh, that's it. Fuck yes. Come on, Coda. Jump up. We finished the level. Coda. Come on, Coda. Come here. Up, buddy. There we go. We celebrate with a wolf. 55 deaths. A lot more than I was expecting. Oh, wow. That actually does look amazing. And if Keys had just stayed where he'd landed, he'd be in that destroyed Like, it just
falling
in that
apart.
cockpit.
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it.
We'll make it.
Pull up! Pull up!
He did that on purpose.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
There must have been something wrong with the coordinate data.
See, as much as they're changing the particulars, like on that sublorder, I think what you brought up is really good. Like, yes, he panicked in the law, and that's a really good element to be able to make people go, oh, wow, like this is what's happening. Having Chief be a little bit skittish, like that's a good element to be able to make somebody go, oh wow, they while they're a sharpened and engaged soldier, at any new encounter, there's still that questioning. There's still that, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing what's expected of me? But I like that him in that moment going, oh, you know, what do we do? What do we do to save him? And Cortana being there like, no, like he's one of them now. He's not him. You know what he would expect, what he would want us to do. But she says it in a tone where it's kind of like, you know the right decision. Just take the breath. You know what to do. You just have to do it. Like this isn't a point of saving. This is the mission has to go on, and kind of like that reset, and then just the, you know, that fall back into his center. That works well in that characterization. It also then helps build the issues that it kind of breaks the timeline of his processes. Yeah, I will agree. But there's always that. I think there's that key.
We need to get to the bridge. From there, we can initiate an overload of the ship's fusion engines.
I
The
respect
explosion should damage enough systems below it to destroy the ring.
If you are beholden to the law as written with no changes or no adjustments, where there can be a potential improvement, a potential changing of specific moments, it unfortunately creates that a bit of stagnation, and that, fuck those guys. BRB, fair cool. The kind of holding to the old guard, it's kind of the thing that throws me when a lot of people then talk about, oh my god, that's right, Sentinels. Fuck. That's right. I'd completely forgotten that these boys now rocked up and decide to fuck with my shit. Bubby, why didn't you warn me? Oh, and they do set me up with this. Sentinel beam. Yeah. Do like the old Sentinel beam. It is a melt. Yes. It's one of those beautiful little touches with the weapons in this game that it's almost the rock, paper, scissors. The way that it will change and you go, oh, okay, well, hey, you were charcoaled. You're not allowed to get back up. That's not fair. And how dare he pick up the shotgun? I'm going to fix that. Wow, that is disturbing. Whoop. I remember that being a lot less confronting last time. yeah, that there is people in the chat. That's the question I was going to ask. Like Halo has a good intro, kind of sets up the mystery and intrigue and everything else. But Qualified Wombats and I were talking about great openings to movies. So the proviso I put on it is like the first, what you would call like that first opening act. So your first 15 minutes of a movie or a game. What are some great ones? What are the ones that come to your mind? Because I think Halo fits in there, like that first 15 minutes where if you knew nothing about the game, the way it kind of pulls everything together, creates the intrigue, you're pushing enemies off of the ship as you're escaping and then being told, no, you need to get out of here, like we're not going to survive, we need to protect Earth. You're like, oh, okay, stakes are high. And the Bubby Kai is back. So what is a fantastic opening to a movie or a game? So the proviso, the first 15 minutes, and I would say the example that I put forward was, was getting my ass absolutely beat. Yeah, we talking movies or games, we talking both. I've also realized that I forgot to reset the deaths. So let's go back to there. So hit me with what you think, because one I realized that I didn't think of, that I personally don't find it to be, it's a great opening, but not a great game because I can't connect with it. It's just not my thing. The Last of Us, the opening sequence in, I think it's Houston or Dallas. Oh, you boys are angry. Which way do I need to go? Fucking out of here. Is there another? Nope. Nope. You're not allowed to. Fuck off. Oh, Jesus. I did not realize that these boys would be coming in through a side door. So Last of Us, even though I'm not a fan of it, great opening sequence. The movie Constantine.
The bridge. We made it.
Great opening sequence because you have the combination of the first exorcism with the mirror and the mirror out the window.
I need you to upload me into the
Dark
control
Knight
systems.
opening is good.
The
Yes,
terminal
that's a
is located
fantastic
next to
one.
the main view screen.
Inception. I cannot remember what the first one in Inception was. Oh no, it was the fall back into the bathtub, that first kick. That's right. I'd completely forgotten about that. That is a really good opening as well. That's cinematic. Just trying to think. The Qualified Wombats had mentioned, like, if you consider opening.
I leave home for a few days and look what happens. This won't take long. There. That should give us enough time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves and Halo before the detonation.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. Really?
Oh, hell.
Ridiculous! That you would imbue a warship's AI with such a wealth of knowledge. Weren't you worried it might be captured or destroyed?
He's in my data arrays. A local tap?
You can't imagine how exciting this is. To have a record of all our lost time. Human history is
Fascinating.
Oh, how I will enjoy every moment of its categorization. To think you would destroy this installation, as well as this record. I am shocked. Almost too shocked for words.
He stopped the self-destruct sequence.
Why do you continue to fight us, Reclaimer? You cannot win. Give us the construct, and I will endeavor to make your death relatively painless. And
At least I still have control over the comm channels.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels, most likely. As for the Monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't know what to do.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps. But why... Okay,
I
I'm
love
coming
that.
with you. Chief, Sentinels. Transfer me back to your suit. We need to go.
Oh my god, they bum rushed me there. Oh, yes. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is a
Chief, we need to get
fantastic
to the engine
opening.
room. That's the only other place where the Monitor can override the self-destruct
I'd even say, like, even without the knowledge,
The
because
ship was
I had
heavily
never
damaged
played,
and crashed. Head to the
I
chrono
had played
chamber.
Mass
Should be
Effect
able to
1,
get
but I
to the
actually
engine
hadn't
room
finished
there.
it when I'd played Mass Effect 2 for the first time. So I'd even say, like, my knowledge of the Mass Effect games at that point was, you know, fuckers and fuck all. But that didn't hold me back from understanding or kind of engaging with it, because it did such a good job of just placing the emergency and what you're dealing with in that moment of an unexpected enemy and surprise and everything else like that. It did such a good job of placing it in the context of that moment that it was actually kind of very, very well paced. Oh, Saving Private Ryan, that is a... Yeah. I'm just remembering that and just thinking, oh god, like, that as a sequence as well was one of the, yeah, like, just in and of itself, the scary part for so much of that is that when you, like, well, both my grandparents, both my grandfathers on both sides, dealt with that reality. And it's a scary aspect of thinking that as an experience, as a fictionalized experience, that you kind of go, oh, you know, oh, Christ, I didn't realize I was there already. But that was something that they dealt with in totality, like how I think that's also what kind of made it such a impactful moment, is kind of going, oh, fucking hell, like, it wasn't just fiction, it was a reality for a lot of people. And that is not... Oh, wait, can I get through here? Oh, this is not how I remember it. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and panic flail my way through it. It's one of those strange ones that, especially for Saving Private Ryan, that a lot of people, I remember finding it very difficult to get through that opening sequence, but then the sequence later in the film where one of the soldiers in the team is being pinned down, and a soldier is like slowly putting his bayonet into his chest while his teammate is kind of off to the side and having a breakdown, and he's unable to help him. It just doesn't help, and he eventually dies from memory. And that being something that opening sequence people who I knew had family who, you know, weren't at weren't at D-Day, but they had heard and kind of met and seen people or knew people who were part of some of those rushes. That that opening sequence wasn't the thing that harms them the most. It was the sequences after that of, you know, best friends or people that they were fighting alongside just panicking in a moment, and like not through an inability, but just the sheer reality of that moment, being unable to deal with it and being responsible or culpable for a squad mate's death. That was the thing that they then I remember a few of them saying to me that was the thing that, you know, shook their grandparents or the people that they knew, because they were just like, that was harder for them to see because there was so many moments like that where it wasn't even just simplicity of somebody's failure. It was just the reality of what they were dealing with in those moments, that some of it became too much. Oh Christ. Oh no. And there's another death. Damn it. That opening sequence gives you a cooldown period once the scene is over, and then, oh yeah, it actually reminded me very much of Schindler's List, where the kind of impact of those sequences were less in watching the atrocities happen, but more in seeing the aftermath of it, but that life continued on. That for some people there, they were seeing these sequences of horror, that people were being dragged off and put to death, but that everything that was happening still just continued on. Like for any of the other any of the soldiers, any of the people who were being put to work in the factories or anything else, that they didn't even get moments to grieve or contemplate for anyone else, because it was such a drag through people that they didn't even have time to process what was happening, going on around them. I think that's part of what really builds together in how... Oh, Jesus Christ. Another... Okay. Can I run away from these hunters? No, I cannot. Fuck. Can I? Hi. Hello? Anyone else? Nope. Those are some damn good openings. Although, Batman v Superman, I'm trying to remember this specific opening for that. Because I remember the film. Oof. Where did he go? Oh, he's dead. Yeah, go on, Hunter. You fuck him up. The more you fuck him up, the less I have to deal with. Got you in the back, finally. You know, it's small victories. Ooh, and he's toasted. Toasted worms. Okay, let's see what we do here. I know you're down there. Can we pop your skull? Yes. Anyone else? Okay. I know I'm playing it so conservatively. I should just be like running balls first into every room. Fucking come at me, cunts. You know, embrace my full-blooded Australianness. Not the opening scene, but early in the movie when Alonzo made Jake smoke the PCP and trying to... Oh, see, here's the weird thing. I remember I actually saw training... Whoop. Hold on. I found the collie, or she finally found me. Hey, collie girl. Okay, come on. She's just pushing me away from the foot pedal so that I can control things. At least she's not stamping. I do actually have a button set to the foot controller underneath my desk, which is a joke that I've had with my my wife for ages, that I needed to put... Okay. I actually put a end stream, like...
Engine room located. We're here.
Actually cut the stream button.
Don't worry, I
on
have
a foot
access
pedal,
to all of the reactor schematics and procedures.
Specifically,
I'll walk you through it.
Specifically,
First, we need to pull back the exhaust
just
couplings.
for
That will expose
just
a
for the
shaft
pure
that leads to
lols
the primary
of
fusion
that
drive core.
if Piper fucks around or the cats fuck around underneath my desk, that if I'm not paying attention, they can actually end the stream on me, and there's no fix to it. It's just like they hit the button and that's it. Stream's over. Purely
Good.
just as a way
Definitely
to
complete. Now
to
we should
kind of
put a straight shot into one of the
fuck
ship's
with
4
whatever
fusion
I'm doing.
reactors.
To purely to prove.
We
Okay.
need a catalyst explosion to destabilize the magnetic containment field surrounding the fusion cells. Use
Oh,
an explosive.
that actually
I
worked.
recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine
Okay.
room's entrance. Analyze
A
it.
chaos button.
Fusion
Yes.
reactor number 1
A
destabilizing.
chaos button
Use
is
explosives on the other
perfect
3 reactors
because
to
it
destroy their
should be. There should be a level of chaos that always exists inside anybody streaming, that you should not be able to control absolutely everything. One thing you should never be able to control is your chat. The second thing you shouldn't be able to control is your potential to have things just fucking go wrong. And for all that I've seen, everybody's like, oh, you've got to have these sorts of contingencies or elements or things that allow you to, you know, if somebody starts trolling the chat or anything, you've got to have a dump button or this or that. I will admit, I would have a dump button for specifically if I was going to have people in the live chat who I did not know, such as Discord calls. Okay, I'll admit I would probably have a dump button for a 7-second delay, which I'm working on. I'm trying to program up my own thing at the moment, so that yeah, on occasion we can have basically a call-in day, which means that people can just call in and we talk about shit. But there has to be the ability to kind of control things and just go, okay, you've just dropped an N-bomb in the chat. That's against the terms and services. I can't use that word. So, like, you may be able to, but that just kind of like kills everything for me. Whoop. And I've fallen down again. I thought I might be able to do a quick run. I used to be able to do this so easily. I'd just hop from point to point and just be able to balance it in Legendary. But, nope. Not this time. So let's kill them and let's get on to the last one. These fucking Sentinels. Ow. Just gotta see how range so that we can take him out. Yeah, goon lords like yourself would be an issue, but I trust you enough to be able to maybe toss you off a building if needs be. But yeah, I think that there's the moment, like, to a degree, I've always wondered, like, for all of the really big streamers, they always have, you know, like I imagine it's probably an issue for people, unlike myself, who actually have hundreds upon hundreds of viewers. And, oh, damn it! Damn it! Just at that last one. Is it going to make me do all three? No. Just one last one. Okay. Bang. I would trust you. I would trust you guys to actually do that just to keep me, just to keep me panicked and just in this sense of worry. Like, oh no, someone's gonna drop an N-bomb and it's just what I'm not expecting. Just, yeah, Nintendo. Just to, definitely to keep me on my toes, and probably for good point and purpose as well. Actually, that was a weird thing. I don't know if anybody else saw it. There was, over this weekend, because I'm not a professional, I'm a professional in other realms, but not this, there was this weird thing of, like, I don't know, is it Ludwig?
A grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosive...
Ludwig, apparently, like, really big streamer, and he was saying that for everything, people should, you know, if you're not monetizing every bit of content that you make, you've got 4 hours of streaming, you should be monetizing every moment of it, and doing all of these things. And it seems strange to me that if the idea of you want this to be your job, like every a minute that $1 isn't making money is a minute wasted, or that you just don't know what it is you're doing. But isn't the entire point and purpose of any kind of content that there has to be something for people to discover? If your best moments and everything are always clips, that there's nothing for people to find, then the only way that people are ever going to engage with you is in the content that somebody deems the best thing. It's like I don't know, maybe it's just my own position on it, but well, for anybody who watched Achievement Hunter content way back in the day, there were specific videos or moments that people would quote, and they'd always bring up.
That's it. The engine's gone critical.
There we go.
Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the ship.
Can I get up there? Nope. Damn it. Okay. Oh my god.
Roger, Cortana. Our reach is 5 by 5. The Pillar of Autumn's engines are going critical, Hammer.
Okay, we've got to survive long enough to be able to then get away. Let's see. Oh my god, I've got to get all the way back over there again. Out of my face, Sentinel. Jesus Christ. Come on, sprint, sprint, sprint. Doors, doors, doors. I'm getting out of here. Oh shit. Fucking hell. I was waiting for that. Yeah, just this whole idea of every moment every moment you're doing something should be about making money. And I don't think I've ever disconnected with an idea of how you should be existing in life than that moment itself. Like the idea that was that a hunter? I don't know. I thought it was an elite. Oh. Oh, these boys have. Fucking hell. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me get the fuck out of here.
419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay? Negative. Negative. We have a wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have
Okay.
sustained more damage than we thought.
Now. We've got the deaths correct. So
Alert.
can I
Our
finish
RV point
this
with
in less
Bowhammer
than
is
10
further
deaths?
towards the ship's bow than our current position. Use a warthog to reach the extraction point, or we'll never make it in time.
All right. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So, if it squeals, go eeny, miny. Okay, I picked the bad one.
Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engines will detonate. The explosion will
Alright,
generate a temperature
now-
of almost 100 million degrees.
Jesus, I've not done this sequence in a long time. Now we've got a Ryan Gosling this shit, or Baby Driver this shit. I don't know which one would be the most key reference to use. Oof. Oh, this is actually a new map. It's not how it was exactly in the original. Or is it? Maybe it is. I'm not certain. I just remember on Legendary that each of these shots would just absolutely... Baby Driver more. Okay, then we're Baby Driver in this. Maybe I can't really change the... Unfortunately, there's no VOD options that I can engage for YouTube, so I can't like play my own soundtrack and then just have it pulled out of the VOD version. That would be cool if we could just, you know, like maybe put some. If I was actually driving this fucking thing straight, put on the Baby Driver soundtrack and just absolutely blitz through here. Wait, do I still have a horn? Yes. Yes, I do. Now, unfortunately, I do not have driving gloves. Oh, yes. Oh my god, I've forgotten so many of the little unique elements.
Stop! Chief, you're going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way? But wasn't I meant to? Isn't this the correct way now?
Stop! Chief, you're going the wrong way.
Oh my god. I'm definitely not making it there now. I thought it was you meant to cut across here, isn't it? Or did I come back through on the opposite? Oh, I came back through on the opposite side. Oh no.
Cortana to Echo 419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again, evade.
Oh.
Roger. I see him. Wait one. Come on. Come on. Breaking right. Damn! Too late!
That's right. She goes down. Alright.
We need to get through that mess and rendezvous with Bowhammer. Don't stop
Oh.
for anything.
Don't stop for anything, including the explosion or the fact that I got lost and probably chewed up about 40 seconds. Nah, oh, we've got this. I'm sure. I'm sure that they'd give me 40 seconds of extra time in heroic to not make any fucking cock ups. Although, just
Wait,
oh
stop.
yes, here it
This
is.
is where Fohammer's coming to pick us up. Hold position here.
Cortana to Echo 419. Request extraction now. On the double.
Here she
Affirmative,
comes.
Cortana. Fohammer inbound.
Scenic route, definitely scenic route.
I'm hit! Mayday! Mayday! Airport
Aw.
shut the hell! I can't do it! Together, hold on!
Now what it should be doing is jumping out and just grabbing one of those banshees. Exactly. More Fohammer.
Echo 419. She's gone. Calculating alternate escape route. Ship's inventory shows one longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Base 7. If we move now, we can make it.
I always wondered, like, with I think those little sections that you kind of zip through in there, they're where they kept the Scorpion tanks, because they got like these big tread runners on there. I always wondered about that. Oof. Yeah. Now we get that music pumping. Seen that minor side character too many times now. They need to be wiped out. No more side characters. All of the big Halo lore people would be like, no, it's meant to be Chief only. Can't have, you know, is Fohammer going to be in the game? Of course Fohammer's going to be in
Up
the game.
ahead. We need to get across that
But
gap.
she will not
If you hit
survive.
that ramp at top speed, we should be able to clear it.
Oh.
Jump!
I don't know how many people have had this happen. When I first did that jump, when I was playing through Halo, in the original, that sequence, you'd land and it would be, you'd potentially land and for some reason there was damage that you could, oh my god, this is getting fucking intense.
That's the ship. Move! We need to get aboard now.
Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh my god, the hunters are back.
Seconds.
We gotta get... Yes! It is done! It is done! Holy shit. And managed it before the 2-hour mark. Oh,
Cutting it
brilliant.
close.
I know, that's the weird thing. Oh. I do not remember this. Ah, Key's pistol.
Here we go.
That was a nice touch for the end. Oh, and now we get to see the Halo ring get blown apart, don't we? Oh, that is cool. Oh, and the classic bit hitting it. Oh, so good.
Shut them down. We'll need them later.
So good.
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. No. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do. For Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the Flood. We had no choice. Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
So good. So brilliantly good. That feels awesome. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, from Bubby, I'll never forget flying the longsword in Halo Reach and be like, no way. Yeah, especially because it was in Halo 1, and I think in Halo 3 from memory, like some longswords and longswords and the other ships actually flew in, and they helped punch the holes through that you use to be able to try and stop the arc. And then, yeah, finally going back to Halo Reach, and you're able to play it from there. I have to say, though, audio is done very well. Like, I loved all of the little touches to the weapons and everything else. The sound of the Flood also is just fucking fantastic. All right. So we managed to do heroic. Oh, yep. And the classic sequence of 343 doing his thing. Yep. And him heading towards the gas mine. Oh my god. Yay. There we go. And Dust and Echoes evolved. An interesting thing, I remember a friend playing through Halo Greenhorn. But we did it on heroic. There better be another 2 achievements saying finishing it on normal. Birth of a Spartan. It's better be normal. Yeah. All right. Come on. Where's the heroic? The heroics are rare? You know what's next, Bubby? We need to push through this on Legendary at some point. I remember him playing through the story and being he played through the story, and I was like, you know, finally chatting with him, and he was like, oh my god, wasn't the end of the game great, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, but he then immediately started talking about a sequel, and this was at a point where Halo 2 was already announced, and they had the What If You Miss, I Won't cinematic sequence that they showed at E3, and I remember him being like, well, what about the other survivors? And I went, as in the human race? Yeah, they survived. But he was like, no, there was that dude, Dust and Echoes. He didn't think the line was scanning. No, only Dust and Echoes. He thought it was there's only Dust and Echoes. So a guy whose name was Dustin Echoes, he was the only survivor, and that he was like somewhere behind you on the ship that he must have like stowed away, or that there was another Pelican floating around in the game. And it was like friends and I going through and being like, no, dude, the line is, anyone else scanning? No, only Dust and Echoes. And he refused to believe us until I think it was when Halo Anniversary the original one from 2012, the 10-year anniversary one, 15-year anniversary, whichever it was. When that came out, all of those sequences actually had subtitles, and he was able to actually see that the subtitle line was, "No, only dust and echoes." I feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's like, you know, sometimes you just hear what you want to hear. Well, I cannot believe it. It is actually done. So here's the real question next. The Halo 2 anniversary scene on the What If You Miss? Oh man, that's top tier cinematic when you see the longswords there too. See, I love the art of the cinematics. Like, actually, ooh, that is something we can do, because not the store. We've got the Master Chief Collector's Edition here, and I think the Halo 2 anniversary sequence that is in here, and I think you can actually pull up that sequence. So let's just go see some top tier cinematic sequence, and I shouldn't get in trouble for showing this on stream because it is part of the motherfucking game. So that's the terminals. Halo 2 anniversary cinematics. I think it's one size fits all. No. Home field advantage. No, return to sender. I think it would be. The energy drink in a video. I'm trying to think which of these specific videos is it. I think it's return to sender.
Me inside your head now.
How much time was left?
You don't want to know.
Cairo, this is an Emberclad. The carrier shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
So, stay here.
Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy.
I love it.
Just one question. What if you miss?
I won't.
Pretty good.
Chief, get inside. Gear up. We're taking this fight to the surface.
Still the simple fact of he's just left a fucking imprint like a Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes character on the side of your fucking ship, and he's just taken out a friggin' Covenant carrier, and you're still just like, you know, get your ass inside and like suit up. We've got Earth to save. It's like, fucking Christ Almighty! I've just saved, you know, the main gun platform, and I've saved your ass. You know, just give me a fucking minute. Musk can only dream about that much space debris. Oh, you know he would fucking love. That sort of thing is what he would probably, he would be like Bobby, just having to clean himself up, surrounding Earth with space debris. I think that's Elon Musk's plan for the future. And I'm not streaming to I'm not streaming to X, so fuck him. It's not like he can impact me in any way, shape, or form. Although, just for that, we'll probably end up holding it there because it is now 8:34 p.m. In Australia. But the next goal, oh no, network connection was lost. The next goal is the bonus missions. So for these, I've been told that the bonus missions are a lot quicker. Like they're not as intensive, but it's that the brutes are in there as well. So might just have to see about it. But at the same time, there's also what we're going to be playing next in the streams, because I'm figuring pretty much just one very game heavy stream a week, and then another stream where we do some news and bits and pieces. So at the moment, this is the current lineup that I have on here. And I have been playing more Starfield. I've still got my Ghostwire Tokyo achievement run I'm needing to do. But there's also, I think, the Game Pass titles that have come out recently. Beast of Reincarnation. I have started it, but I didn't really give it that much. Yes, I did finish. I did finish Hell Is Us. My recommendation for Hell Is Us, if you're not a big combat Souls fan, that you're not a fan of having to push your way through those games, it is probably one of the most accessible if you play it on the story setting. It does a fantastic job at creating combat that is still dangerous, but it gives you a lot of capacity to be able to play in your own style and be able to still experience the world. It does, instead of having the Dark Soulsian, singular pillar world where layers upon layers upon layers, it instead does a map where the events occurring in all different places, people you encounter, items you find, and everything else, and the story building for it specifically sends you to all of these different places. You don't just explore an open world. You have to find maps that give you passageways and ways to be able to then travel to that location. So there are kind of map sections that you go through and explore, but it's very, very particular design where it builds upon itself, and you go up and through these areas, and then you'll loop around back to where you were. The story is really well done and is disturbing in the right ways, where it's probably best if I just leave it there and just go, it's very well, the art direction in it is very very good for enemy designs, the alien creatures, whatever you want to call them. But also then as you start to discover more and more about that, it's a very driving kind of narrative that helps you go, oh, okay, there's more to all of these things. It is definitely worth a shot. So I was thinking Beast of Reincarnation. In fact, we will install it. So that is one of the options for Halo Campaign Evolved. Now that that's finished. But also, in terms data acquired. So recently, I have never played Resident Evil 4. Now, I talked about this on one of the streams a few weeks ago, that I've never played Resident Evil 4, never tried it, and I've played through most of Resident Evil 2 Remake, but never finished it because it's not my style of game. But I always keep wanting to just give it the red hot go, like finish it, like finish a Resident Evil, then be able to go, did I enjoy it at the end? So that one, we'll throw that in there. Resident Evil 2 Remake, I got through, and I think I started with Claire. I started with Claire. And I did the first kind of sequence through with Claire up until saving Sherry, like during that sequence where you're escaping from what's his face. I'd probably actually need to go through and play it from scratch all over again because I have forgotten so much about it. So I do have Resident Evil 4. I've also got Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Now, a lot of people had said that the game was crap, nothing like the original Bloodlines from Troika Games. It is certainly not that. But surprisingly enough, it does some very interesting things. I think if we look in the store, just double check whether it's yeah, it is only on Series X. Oh Lord, I do apologize. Yes, we did actually finish them all while you were out. I apologize, but it is there in the stream. Managed to get through it, and I think I finished the level with 24 seconds left on the counter. I don't know if the counter intentionally gets tighter and tighter, but I did take a wrong turn and screw up about 40 seconds, which, you know what, that was all good. So the new missions will be, I think, tomorrow night. We're just going to jump straight into them and blitz through. And then, yeah, from there, there's a few things. I want to do one really game-heavy stream a week, and I'm thinking that's where we play something that I haven't played before. You know, kind of guide through and push through. I know that a lot of people would be right now saying play Resident Evil 9 or one of the more recent ones. But Resident Evil 4, it's one of those ones I've never done. So Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's like either or. I've given Resident Evil 2 pardon me. I've given Resident Evil 2 Remake a really good shot, but it just never caught on. So I'm hoping that Resident Evil 4 is the one that kind of catches me, that we can see it through. I also know it's relatively short in a sense. And from there, there hasn't really been that much that has... Oh, actually, then, hold on, I'll bring it up there. Then we've got 2 specific games that I definitely will be finishing. Still waiting for Resi Evil 1 remake, and then I'll steamroll through the series. See, that is probably what I should do. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, I should not I should not hold off. I should just kind of get in there and just give it a red hot go. Like same with Alan Wake 2. I need to give that game another shot once I've forgotten enough about playing through or trying to play it the first time, where I just ran into things that just really rubbed me the wrong way. Like maybe it's much like Pentiment. It's just you have to be in the right mood. You have to be willing to let go of a few things. But I was like, I liked Alan Wake 1 because of kind of this, in a sense, serious tone that then pushed itself into how the rest of the game went. The other one I need to do before, actually it should be released at the end of this month. But before I play Metal Gear Solid 4, I need to play Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, or Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. That is another one that I haven't ever played. And I think I've just gotten through to the sequence where you fight Ocelot. You fight Ocelot and then boss kicks you off the bridge. And it's yeah, we'll see where we go from there. But that is it for the night. But we've finally gotten through the original Halo campaign, and I have to admit, playing it again has now just made me go, oh, I'd love to go back through all of them all over again. But maybe that's a target. We do have Christmas coming up. Christmas is one of the few times a year where I actually get time off. Maybe that's a challenge for Christmas. Just like work out with people in advance. No, Rebirth is right here, and Rebirth is going to be finished. Actually, let me see what the details are. Because I know I've put a massive chunk of time into it, and I cannot remember. Yes, because I've gotten to chapter 7. I do not know how many chapters are in it, but yeah, I put a decent, solid chunk of time and managed to get through a lot of the things that were really rubbing me the wrong way about it. 14 chapters. Okay, so I'm halfway through. All right. So maybe we push through on Final Fantasy 7, because you're nearly done with all the mini games. I know. Oh yeah. See, I don't know if I think 100%ing Rebirth is 70 plus hours, because I think there's certain achievements where there's you have to get particular scores in the I think there's particular scores within mini games or specific things that you have to do with the mini game, so that there's additional content you really have to push all the way through. I think, yeah, it has to be that, because I remember asking Turtles about it and just being like, how do I get through these? How do I get through these mini games? This is just absolutely killing me. That sequence on the beach, like having to do specific little things just to be able to get 91 hours. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I'm not 1,000 pointing that. Definitely not. That absolutely not. Oh, okay. Beast of Reincarnation's actually kicking along, and the stream is holding solid with no issues. Yay for download and upload speeds. But You think finishing the story at about 51 hours. So what was the other 40 hours? Yeah, Game Freak being given the opportunity to actually spin off and have another team to be able to work on other titles is surprising, but by the same token, you'd think after all of this time, like Game Freak have been a consistent performer in that they just knock out the games. They know what they're doing when it comes to the Pokemon games. A lot of the limitations that seem to be placed on them are from Nintendo going, well, Game Freak don't own the rights to it. They are just the developer of those games. A lot of checklist bullshit not required. I'm just a freak. He's just committed. Make sure to get that checklist bullshit done. I respect the fact that Game Freak actually have they've built themselves up to be a better multi-team studio, but without it being an over-encompassing large element that then, you know, pulls people from their main development studios to be able to do other little bits and pieces. It's like giving your developers some fresh air when they've proven themselves, when they've got talent and they've got that skill. Revelant on YouTube and Relevant on Twitch. I do have to fix that. It's one of the annoying things about the YouTube system is that when it comes to some of those edits and fixes, you misspell something because stupid hands, and they just go, nope, it has to be this for a period of time before you're allowed to edit it. So I still have that edit being changed in the system right now. Okay, but the cats are yowling, which means unfortunately that will have to be it for tonight. So thank you very much, Lordo, Turtles, Bubby Kai, other people who kind of popped in and out throughout the Twitch and YouTube streams. I appreciate it. If you're not comfortable chatting, by all means, does not matter. Always happy to have you just swing by and throw in anything if and when you feel inspired. But my kind of little comments at the end, and I think this is what I'm going to keep doing. Everything for every day should be about the fact that you do the best that you can, and you should always be able to fall asleep at night knowing that you did the best that you could in any particular situation. Some nights you won't sleep because you made a mistake. Don't let the mistake be the thing that drives you. Look forward to those restful nights. Do the best you can and enjoy life. Thanks very much.